Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, what some might refer to as a special Millennium edition. First, we're going to fill you in on a new study that looks at ways to keep your millennials happy and on the job. And then we've got a perspective from Sports and Leisure Group President John Last about marketers and how he thinks they're catering too much to that group. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by Socratic Technologies, whose proprietary tools and methodologies tackle marketing complexities so that you can make more confident business decisions. Research companies, like most other businesses, are simply struggling to figure out how to engage with, commiserate with, and build a workable working relationship with their youngest hires, those in the Millennial group. Atenga Inc. and film director Josh Tickle decided to try to give at least a glimmer of help by completing a study that looks at how businesses can better handle what some refer to as their quote-unquote turnover generation employees, whom we know as millennials. In comparing the attitudes of millennials with baby boomers in this study, the project concluded that the former say they are lacking support in mentorship, purpose, and self-expression. And that's where businesses need to spend their time and attention. These youngest of workers want to acquire the experiences and knowledge that reside in their older job peers, so that's where the mentorship comes in. While boomers are extremely tilted towards making more money than having their work have a really big and positive result, millennials see making more money on a par with quote-unquote doing good, particularly social benefiting. And millennials value self-expression up to 8 times more than boomers, according to this study. They cite relaxed policies on tattoos, piercings, and other outward self-expression as things that would represent acceptance and would help build their corporate loyalty. Next, Sports and Leisure Group President John Last approached us some time ago asking to open up our microphone and video equipment so he could vocalize his frustration with marketers who he believes are paying way too much attention to millennials above and beyond everything else. John, you're on.
Thanks, Bob. I'm tired of marketers' continued fascination with all things millennial. In fact, I'm afraid that too many of us researchers seem to be subscribing to this herd mentality rather than doing what clients pay us to do, and that's deliver real actionable insights. Properties and brands that may be more skewed towards those with greater life experience don't need to maneuver an aircraft carrier around a hairpin turn to be relevant to the young and beautiful crowd. In fact, if you try to do it, you risk losing credibility, perceptions of authenticity, and you face the embarrassment of being a 40-something doing jello shots or crowd surfing at a concert. Some of our recent deeper dives into the underage 35 set reveal that there are actually some great attitudinal similarities between this cohort and the nation's other large generational segment, the boomers, at a similar life stage. Consider how the me generation that came of age in the 60s and 70s wouldn't trust anyone over 40, despised working for the man, and sought individualistic self-expression through their counterculture communities and political activism. They grew up coveting a collection of new experiences and a redefinition of retirement as a time to remain active and pursue lifetime learning. Now fast forward to the millennials, and perhaps that me generation of the 60s and 70s has brought about what I define today as the look at me generation, replacing the communities of rallies with social media's platform for self-expression, citizen journalism, and community building. Often underemployed with what some call a sense of entitlement, are their values really that different? Or is this more a function of life stage, spending power, and the evolution of communication? Our research suggests that they too may grow to appreciate and covet a lot of the core values and traditions embraced by those who came before them. They just haven't gotten there yet, and they lack the means to significantly impact the near-term bottom line of brands that in many instances are trying too hard to act younger. Every brand is different, but a lot of what we've been seeing of late has led us to counsel clients to not lose sight of who they really are, or they risk both alienating their core audience and failing to connect with that shiny new, too cool for school vision of millennials that strikes me as somewhat overstated. So as I think about this obsession with millennials, we as researchers owe it to ourselves and to our clients to really look before we leap. That's reflective of my overarching point of view that as researchers, we need to play an interpretive and consultative role to really deliver value to our clients. I'm John Last, and my 2 minutes are up.
Our thanks to John Last, and that's your Research Business Daily Report, where we've been sponsored by Socratic Technologies, whose proprietary tools and methodologies tackle marketing complexities so that you can make more confident business decisions. We invite you and encourage you to check out their website, sotech.com, where you can learn a lot about a great company that's been doing fantastic work for almost 2 decades. We hope you'll have a great research day and that the rest of your business week goes well. Please enjoy your weekend and make the most out of it, and we'll be back here waiting for you to join us again on Monday.